r/Tales from Retail. You should let me take this expensive piece of unregistered, unpaid equipment home. That moment when you fantasize punching a customer and your boss in the face. I had a real pain in the ass customer come in today. We are installing his TV system this Friday and for months, especially since he signed up last week. He has been coming in 3 times a week to ask me more questions. That alone is annoying, but whatever. Today he came in and said that he wanted to build a custom shelf for one of his receivers and wanted to look at the exact receiver we would be installing. I showed him the store display and explained that it would look exactly like that one. Customer: can you give me the unit now so I can build the shelf? Me: I am sorry, but that isn't possible. The product has not been purchased, is not registered to an account, and is not activated. Customer: you don't look very sorry, sigh. I explained that I cannot allow unpurchased, unactivated, unattached equipment out of the store. I just can't. He told me he would give me $100. One of the owners was a few feet away helping another customer and butted in. He said that we would be happy to give him a receiver. It wasn't a big deal. I pasted a small smile on my face, shot daggers out of my eyes, folded my hands primly in front of me, and walked silently to the back room. I walked back to the showroom and asked the customer to have a seat while I write down the receiver numbers, serial numbers, etc. Customer: oh, I didn't realize you were going to have to write down any information. Me: look, I'll be really straight with you. The main reason why I said no to giving this to you, besides it being unpaid and unregistered, is that your equipment is still on order and I don't have any more stock currently. I stole this off of another customer's order and now I will have to rewrite their paperwork as well. The customer shrugged and said, "Hey, that's not a big deal." He took his prize and walked out of the store without a care in the world. My boss came back over to me after finishing with his customer and apologized for butting in. I told him it was fine. His name is on the building and it's within his right to make that decision. But we didn't have a receiver to give that customer and I had to take it off of someone else's order. The blood drained from his face and he was suddenly very contrite and started to apologize profusely. The co-owner walked in shortly afterwards and we updated him on what happened earlier. He was pissed. However, he recognizes that his partner had the right to make the decision. Serenity now. Customer demands I take off my jewelry and let her leave with it. I'll start off by saying I work in a jewelry store. We've only been open for a month and a half, but we've been very lucky with amazing clients. The store policy is that the only jewelry we're allowed to wear while on the clock is jewelry from the company. I usually wear quite a few pieces from multiple collections to showcase as much as possible, and it's gotten me a few extra sales. Yesterday this woman walks in looking for a present for her only child, daughter 22. Unfortunately she doesn't seem to know much about her daughter's preferences, so it's incredibly difficult to decide on an area to explore. I grab a tray and just start bringing out some pieces that seem to be popular with people her age. She's extremely picky, which is fine with me. It's her money after all, but she's also nasty about the jewelry. That's when she notices my necklace, which has a Scorpio symbol, a gold star, and a blue gem. It sounds like a lot, but it's actually very nice. The conversation and the chaos that unfolds afterwards is as follows. I'll be me and she'll be CC. Your necklace. Is that one of your products? Me. Yes it is. It's very popular, so we have very limited stock. What's your daughter's birthday? If we still have her symbol, I can bring it out for you. C. The 14th of May, I think. Me. Internally. You think. Alright. That's a Taurus. Unfortunately, someone just bought the last one half an hour ago. We're expecting a shipment tomorrow and it might be in there. Would you like me to check for you? C. Blankly stares at me. Me. Mom. Would you like me to check for you? Or would you like to look for something else? We have crystal bears holding up zodiac signs and I'm sure the Taurus one is still available. C. What do you mean you don't have it? Me. Unfortunately, the demand was much greater than we thought. I can check if it's coming on the shipment tomorrow if you'd like. If it is coming, we can hold it for you and you can come to pick it up and pay within 48 hours. We can also look at the bears if you'd like. C. No. You have one on your neck. You're not out of stock. Me. I purchased this necklace, so it's mine. Also, the symbol is for a Scorpio, not a Taurus, which is what your daughter is. C. Well, why can't you give it to me? Me. The Taurus pendant? Unfortunately, it's out of stock. Let me just hop on the computer and check if it's arriving tomorrow. C. No. The one on your neck. Why can't you just give me that one? Me. It isn't a Taurus symbol, so it wouldn't hold any significance for your daughter. Also, I paid for it, so it is my property and not available for sale. C. Well, the customer is always right. Me. Internally. Not in this case, honey. I'm sorry, Mom. My necklace is not for sale. The computer shows that necklace was sent to us and the only delivery is scheduled for tomorrow. I can write your name and number down so we call you as soon as it arrives. C. No. Can't you hear me? Just give me yours. I don't understand why this has to be an issue. My manager hears what's going on and steps in. She tells the woman she can't have my necklace and if she wants to put her name down we can call her tomorrow about the Taurus necklace. Otherwise she's out of luck. C. Fine. It's clear you people don't want to do business. The soda guy. Howdy Reddit. So I will preface this story with I work in an electronics store, but near the checkout we sell some small snacks and drinks. Also, this story happened to a couple of my coworkers some years ago and not myself, but I felt it definitely belongs here. So there are two people that have worked the checkout of this store for a very long time. I'll call them Claire and Mary. There are two parts to the front of the store: general checkout and store pickup. This day in particular, Claire was assigned general checkout and Mary was assigned store pickup. An older man, probably late 70s or 80s, walks up to the store pickup and Mary proceeds to process his order. As Mary goes behind the pickup counter to retrieve his items, he begins to glance about the store. That's when he notices the two coolers filled with drinks. It was a slower day, so Claire really had nothing better to do than observe this guy. According to Claire, his eyes lit up like a Christmas tree and bolts over to the cooler with the sodas, much faster than you would expect a man his age to move. He presses his hands against the glass and gleefully shouts, "I didn't know you sold soda here. This is cool." He grabbed exactly 6 soda bottles and 1 water bottle and practically threw them at Claire. At this point, Mary is rounding the corner back to her register, and all she sees is the gentleman bouncing on his toes, eagerly awaiting Claire to scan all his beverages. It was like watching a child open their birthday presents. They wrung him out for his drinks and finalized his order and left the store happy as a bug in a rug. So, for the next 2 years after this, he came in once a month and bought 6 sodas and 1 water, and always made sure to do it with either Claire or Mary, apparently making a point to not purchase them from anyone else when neither of them were on shift, but never bought any electronics. Always the 6 sodas, and 1 water. They really got to know him very well. His name was Liam and he had been married to the same woman for almost 50 years. When asked about how she felt about his beverage runs, he said he was pretty sure it made her happy to see him leave the house, followed by a good laugh. But there was a span of about 3 months where Liam didn't come to the store. Eventually, his wife showed up specifically asking to speak to either Mary or Claire. Mary was there and the woman explained she was Liam's wife, and he had recently passed peacefully in his sleep though. He was also on the autistic spectrum, and was in a bit of a lull before his first trip to our store. And when he had come home that afternoon with the sodas raving about how wonderful he thought that was, his entire mood had shifted and he became the man she married again. So, the wife thanked Mary, and Claire in spirit, for making his final years so bright. Not the typical story on this subreddit, I know, but I thought it was really beautiful and would be a nice change of pace. R.I.P. Liam. You will always be remembered. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more Reddit content.